Welcome back to my channel. This is Jacqueline Edwards, and as always, I am delighted you are here. Thanks for watching the videos, for sharing the content, and leaving your comments. I truly appreciate you. So this week, we're just gonna jump right in. I'm gonna be sharing my favorite quote from Nelson Mandela, and he says, "Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. Your playing small does not serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We're all meant to shine as children do. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others." I don't know about you, but when I read this quote for the first time, I was like, Nelson Mandela, we need to talk. We need to talk about this part where he says, it's our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We are not afraid of the light, right? We're afraid of the darkness. But in here, he's saying it is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. And I really had to spend time with this and say, okay, what is this light that is frightening? And I thought about light, and I said, light is illumination. Light is revelation, wisdom, truth, something unveiling, full manifestation, right? That's light. It's how we would think of success. We don't see when a student is going to classes to become a doctor, to become a lawyer, but that full manifestation of seeing that person in that role, we can say that person is a doctor, that person is a lawyer. That's full manifestation. But what I realize is this: success, or our light in that sense, can become scary. Follow along with me. It's like someone looking at your child, your son or your daughter, and say, that child is a proper child. That child is going to be a lawyer, a nurse, a doctor, a CEO. And you laugh and you said, how can this thing be? Because nobody in my family has done these things. Furthermore, I don't have the resources. I'm barely making it. That is fear. That is fear. From our vantage point, we're looking and we're saying, that's not possible, right? What if God is saying, one day you'll be the CEO for the company, and all you have is a small idea, insignificant it seems, but God is saying, no, in 10 years, you will be the CEO of your corporation. Better yet, what if God is saying to you, I will heal you, I will transform your life into something else. I will heal you, I will restore you, and then transform you. You're like, how can this thing be? There is more? That is scary. What is really scary, my friends, is the full manifestation. The full manifestation of something. Think about it like this. It's like you go to the grocery store and you buy the pineapple. You buy a mango. To eat one big pineapple, you wouldn't even think about doing something like that, right? But here's where it gets better. There's no difference from the whole pineapple and taking one bite at a time. It may not happen in one day. It may not happen in 2 days. But that pineapple is here. You are here. One bite at a time. One bite at a time, this whole pineapple is now inside of you. So what I'm saying and what I recognize is this: success or light of who God is showing us that we will become. Success or light is scary when we look at the thing in its entirety. It seemed too good to be true. It seemed like, how can God do this? We don't have the resources. It seemed too grand. But what I hear God is saying is one step at a time. One strategic step at a time. It's making that phone call, right? It's sending that email. It's talking to people about it. Though it feels scary, though it feels grand, find the courage to take the first step, and the second, and the third. The child who is going to become this lawyer or doctor or nurse, strategically take one step at a time. Speak life into that child. Take that child in the environment, whether it's to the hospital, whether it's to the courtroom. Show that child. Take that child to the library. Let that child read the books. What you're doing is you're germinating those seeds. You're germinating that hope. Because what we're believing for is so big. But it starts with one small step. Here is where one small step is really, it gets good. Every time we find the courage to send an email, to make that phone call, to speak to a perfect stranger about what God is revealing and where we're going, we are exchanging light for darkness, light over fear. We're exchanging. The more I talk about it, I'm getting more light. The more I encourage and engage it, I'm getting more light. I'm giving up fear for light. I'm giving up fear. It's totally amazing. And one thing I found that is very important: every time you take a step, stop and celebrate. Though it may be small, celebrate. Every time you make that phone call, celebrate. That person may not have had the answer you were looking for. That person may not have the resource you were looking for, but it's the fact that you tried. Celebrate. Because what you're doing is you're breaking up fear. You're breaking up fear. You're finding that courage, that fortitude to come up and lift up out of you what God has placed in you, and you're finding the courage to speak it out, speak it into being, and you're taking those steps to become. You're taking those steps to become. It's a beautiful exchange. You're exchanging darkness into light. Light, let it be. Light, let it be. Oh, this is so exciting. This is so exciting. And the fact that we celebrate, celebration is energy. Celebration is energy. It's like how I think about faith and hope. Faith is love. Faith is love in its entirety. Faith is the CEO of the company. Faith is the lawyer, the doctor. Faith is becoming who God has called you to be. Faith is that. But hope is that energizer. Hope is saying, I'm going to put myself in the environment because I'm believing that one day. Hope is that energizer that say, make that phone call. Even if they reject you, it's okay. It's okay. It's the fact that I am still putting that effort in. Hope is saying, I'm going to bring my child to the library. I may not have the resources I need. I may not have the people to cheer me on. I may not have all these things, but there is some things I can do, and I'm willing to do what I can And every time I do it, I'm going to celebrate, because in celebration, I capture light. In celebration, I capture jewels, small portion of light. So I'm going to walk victoriously. I'm going to speak victoriously, because I don't have to wait until everything is done to feel proud of myself. I can feel proud of myself right now, because though I may be a little seed, one day, if I keep fertilizing my mind, if I keep speaking life over my mind, if I keep speaking life into my children, into my business, if I keep developing, nothing can stop it but God. Nothing can stop it but God. But you celebrate, you get excited about this thing, and you say it, you speak it out with so much excitement that it in turns excite others, and people believe in you. People want to partner with you. That is the light. That is the true light. So I hope you were able to capture some of this light. I hope you were able to capture some of this joy, because though your beginning may be small, tarry, stay there, keep building, keep believing, because one day you will be completely filled with light. I hope this bless you. I pray that you have a fantastic week. I pray that your week is blessed. I pray that your family is blessed. And until next time, you take good care. For now, bye-bye.